Dr. Bill Krisoff was a successful orthopedic surgeon with a thriving practice and a comfortable life in Truckee, California. He and his wife, Christine, had 2 sons, Nate and Austin. Both boys were excellent students, accomplished musicians, and skilled athletes. And both, after the events of September 11th, chose to join the Marine Corps. In 2006, Nate was a first lieutenant based out of Fallujah, Iraq. Austin was at Officers Candidate School in Quantico, Virginia. And Dr. Krisoff was about to begin a journey that would take him from the depths of despair to a new mission, saving lives half a world away.
On December 9th of 2006, I was informed that we had lost a Marine and that his name was Lieutenant Krisoff.
His Humvee had been blasted by an IED, and he caught the brunt of it.
I wrote a personal letter to the family expressing our condolences and our grief, and the letter came back with an answer.
I said, I'd like to become a battalion surgeon with the Marines. That's what I'd like to do.
I think my dad was inspired by Nate. I think he felt that he had the capability to make a difference.
I contacted the Navy medical recruiter, and I told him how old I was. I was 60 at the time. And he said, well, it's going to take an age waiver. So he came back a week later and said, no, it doesn't look like that's going to fly.
We ended up meeting President Bush in the summer of 2007. The president had a tradition of meeting with families of the fallen and spending a bit of time with them.
And at the end of this meeting, President Bush went around the room and said, is there anything that I or my staff can do for you to help? And I said, well, yes, sir, there is. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I want to join the Navy Medical Corps, but they told me I was too old, and no disrespect, but I'm younger than you are. Got a phone call later that week from my recruiter, and he was laughing. And he said, Bill, looks like you got your age waiver.
A couple years later, I'm sitting at Camp Leatherneck in our chow hall when somebody taps me on the shoulder and says, Joe Nicholson, I'm Bill Krisoff. And I instantly knew the name and couldn't believe he was there. Afghanistan was a very, very dangerous place, and Bill was precisely the type of surgeon that we desperately needed there to save the lives of our young Marines.
Injuries from IEDs, blast injuries, were horrific, and oftentimes multiple limb amputations. My time in Afghanistan was the most indelible experience in my life.
Bill Krisoff is one of my heroes. There's no doubt in my mind that because of his presence there are Marines alive today.
I would, of course, think of Nate on a daily basis. One thing struck in my mind, I believe it was on Memorial Day. There was a service there which I went to, and I remember sitting out after that, kind of watching the sunset and thinking about Nate. And a lone bagpiper came by. And I'm going, where is this coming from? I mean, somebody's speaking to me.
If my brother could talk to my dad, I think he'd be humbled, knowing that his dad honored his service and sacrifice. I think he would say, you know, good going, Dad.
Thank you, Commander Krisoff. We are so grateful for what you, Austin, Nate, and Christine have given. We salute you all.